Okay, as the rock music plays, we're gonna start the investigation of Chapter 6, where we have to solve the entire mystery of this killing game. Let's do that. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. It had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Mukuro Ikusaba, what was it again? I forgot the copy pasta. The Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student. She lies hidden somewhere in the school. Also known as the ultimate despair. Watch out for her. Now, once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the bio lab, the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. We have a big to-do list. Places to check? Lot of places to check. Let's do that. It's just rock. It's just rock. They're just playing rock now. Great. Okay, so that's probably the second floor dorms. I mean, it's right here, so I guess we'll start here. The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which is not really... I don't know if the game ever mentioned, like, you know, that everyone was just chomping at the bit to get to the second floor of the dorm. Which means I have to do it. This is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up here or something. They didn't clean up, you know? It was in disrepair. If you look outside, you know? Just jump over this thing, you know? It's just darkness, but... No? Some blood. Some non-pink blood, by the way. There is red blood in this game. It's not always pink, I guess. Oh, there's more broken doors. And go in here, apparently. Yeah, let's do that. It's someone's room, but not very clean. You know, very messy. What can I look at? The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore. It's just garbage. I don't know, you could like put the sheets through the laundry, you know, clean it up a little bit, then you can like, you know, sell it used on like a reseller, I don't know. Open the door just a crack, glance inside, and immediately close it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Nothing else, I guess. No cameras, by the way, that's interesting, but there are like... The windows are definitely boarded up, though. But no cameras. As, Kyoko mentioned? She did say that. Can I go to the girls' washroom? No? Even in a place like this, I can't bring myself to go. No, not even here. I mean, usually there's nothing in the bathrooms, but... Anything here? Oh, the bathroom's clean, by the way. No one touched the bathroom, it seems. Let's say bathroom. Is it called a bathroom? I don't know. I don't know if you make that distinction. Because obviously when you say bathroom, you think there's a bathtub in it or something. But there's no bathtub. These are like more like public washrooms, really. You know, in other places, you call it like a WC, a water closet. You know, that's something I never hear very often. I never even knew like what WC meant in like other video games. Whenever you see like a washroom, it says WC. What does that even mean? As it turns out, it means water closet, I think. This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. They're quite broken though. A lot of them are anyway. Can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even bother trying. How about not that one. What about this one? This one looks fine. I wonder if I can open this locker. Not locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So, does that mean? Well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader. And then... Nope, no luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. I wonder if I can open this locker. What about with my e-handbook? Probably not. Nope. I'm gonna go through the dialogue every single time. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. There's no way to get it open. More broken lockers. What about over here? Wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. And nope, okay. I'm gonna look over here. Nope, not that. They're so close together, the interaction spots, I guess. I would look at that. I guess that's just trash, you know? I was thinking that maybe that's an important clue somehow. But no, that's just maybe just a part of a door. I wonder if we can open this locker. No, okay. Skip all that. Over here. No, that's broken, I guess. But I guess I'm mono coins. I don't know if there's any point in getting mono coins unless you're playing like New Game Plus, I guess. Because I don't think there's any more free time events. We don't have time for free time, okay? It's the spare time. No free time. Okay, I think I checked it all. I think, just to make sure. I'm looking at all the circles and... It's weird because there's like... I feel like there's two spots here for some reason. There's obviously two lockers. Nope, doesn't work. Yeah, there's like two lockers over here that are like... We're very close to each other. So just double checking if I check both of them. Seems no. So all the lockers we've checked so far do not coincide with our e-handbook. Which makes sense, I guess. So we'll just leave for now. The raft graffiti, by the way. Some more blood. We're used to that, right? And what's over here? This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere. It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko! I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? A regret, you say? Ah yes, this is very adult, by the way. So much, alcoholic beverages. Just chug it all. Come on. Might as well, since we're in a life or death situation. Might as well just have one more alcoholic beverage, I guess. Or not one more, I guess, if Makoto's underage. But anyway. I love the chair. Can't imagine a student using something like this. It must have been the headmaster's. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster. Can we hack into it? Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Does it have some adult search results? No, then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair. There's not much though, nothing we don't already know. The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair. And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best he could do, is a complete kitty failure. She doesn't like her father. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we get our hands on. I see. That's a good outlook to have. We'll put it as a truth bullet. The ultimate despair is multiple people, I guess. It's not just Ikusuba Mikuro, the 16th student lying hidden somewhere in the school. I always forget that line. Like, also called. It's not. I don't. It's not the line. Is like the line isn't like also called the ultimate despair, or they call her the ultimate despair. I don't know. I always forget that line for some reason. I always never get it right. Anyway, you know, the like, copy pasta. This looks suspicious, by the way. This is like incredibly suspicious. But let's talk to Kyoko first, maybe. No? Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something or rather, yeah, she must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. Anything else? Okay, I guess we'll just touch this, just like fake door. Or, well, fake wall that has a door in it. There's a strange gap in the wall. Is this some kind of design mistake or construction defect or something? Well, Makoto, you're in a video game, so obviously not. There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze? There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? What does that mean? Okay, Makoto's just... it just reminds me of Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear? Open space? Security camera? You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. How do you open it? You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something? A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up. But I don't have a clue where that password might be. All we know is it's probably made of letters and or numbers. We really can't go from there. What about symbols? You know, you gotta put symbols these days in your passwords as well. You know? You're right, that's not nearly enough to go on. I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to. Nothing that might have been his password. Well, first you press, you know, forgot your password. You know, forget your password, and then use, well, then it would send it to his email, I guess. That wouldn't really work if it's like a local, you know, login. Maybe, I don't know. When I think of how much time I wasted on this, jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if you want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name? Huh? Oh, sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure? That's a very bad password, by the way. It's just somebody's name, especially somebody's name that's related to you. You might as well just put password 123, it's basically the same. It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. Well. I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more. If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. Doot, doot, doot. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password I have. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands are tense, slightly trembling, and as I finished typing it in, it worked. So, as it turns out, it's just Kyoko Kirigiri. Again, horrible password. You should never just put like a name, as your password. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked! Isn't that great? Your father, that you have been estranged with your entire life and abandoned you for most of your life, still remembers you. Isn't that funny, Kyoko? Huh? Huh? Funny? Why? Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. Again, I know I can't get over it. It's just a horrible password. You should never do that as your password. Never just put like a name or like even just a word from the dictionary. It's a horrible idea. Just get like Well, I mean, I've only been like a recent user of like password managers, but you know, it's kind of recommended these days, I guess. Just use password manager, you know, so you can like have really complicated passwords and everything, and use second, you know, authentication or second, what do you call it? Second step authentication. Anyway, hey Kyoko, I might as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Well, let's look at other things first. Yeah, I better check out the suspicious present. Oh, okay. Can I talk to her, though? She was right. It was unusual, as she couldn't stop looking at it. No, not just looking. Glaring. Okay, fine. Let's look at the present. Hello, Vlado. Playing Dragon Papa. Oh, okay. I was actually a little confused at first when you said that, but it's like, oh, you mean like it's Danganronpa, Dragon Papa, Dingus Rumpo, Dangus Lupo. I don't know. Anyway, there's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But yeah, I am playing Dragon Papa, I guess. I'm on the last chapter, by the way. I don't know if you've played the game yet, but you know, big spoilers because I'm really literally at the end of the game so far. Anyway, but I mean, we can't not open it. Okay, yeah, we can't not open it. We can't not open it. You know? You don't like this game, but your ex was obsessed with it. Well, that's too bad. I really like this game. You know, I don't know. You like games like Phoenix Wright and everything, but you know, it's I think it's a very good mix between mystery elements and a visual novel. So I don't know, I really like it. Danganronpa is really great. That's all I gotta say. Be careful, Makoto. Why? You think he's dangerous? No, not dangerous, but surprising, probably. Huh? If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there? Just don't scream or anything, okay? Just don't scream. Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. And it's like a boxing glove. Boom, you know, it's like a cartoon. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Well, he screamed. Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. Yes, it's Mr. Skeletal? Mr. Skeleton? What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined? Spooky, scary skeletons send shivers down your spine. Just as I thought. What? Just as you thought? How could you have known that? How could you know? Do you have infrared vision or whatever? Or yeah, I can't say the word. Infrared vision. I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones. So I guess would infrared vision like be able to detect bones inside a present box? I don't know. Or am I mixing that with like heat vision or something? I guess X-ray vision. I guess technically X-ray vision would work if you had like X-ray vision. Anyway, well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling that it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. My father. Huh? What about him? What you found in the box? Those bones. I recognize it anywhere. No. That body. That's my father. Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? You know, how can you tell? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Oh, hold on. How can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him? Given all the information that we have already, that's the only possible answer. So we initially thought the headmaster was the mastermind. That's what we thought. And he, alter ego was right. He was somewhere in this school. Not alive, but 16 participants. Only people who take place are the 16 students, so no headmaster. Alter ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume. And most likely my father was in this school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm, as we learned in her free time events. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties. I mean, she did get her wish, she did see her father. But was that all there was to it? Gave us some of that pride and enter Hope's Peak. A true kitty-gitty detective would never stoop so low as to attend a school, I guess. Would she really give her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Oh, it's a present. Happy birthday, Kyoko! What was in the box? It was wrapped all nice, so I never would have guessed what was inside. Human bones. Look at this desk. The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission. Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure? Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... is this? It's an e-handbook, right? And has a label on it that says, in case of emergency. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk. A handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is. I think you're probably right. It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? But Kyoko... I don't need it. If you don't want her to go ahead and leave it here, then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Well, we have unlimited access now. Unlimited power. Well, I feel I should make part of the small talk. How do you feel about the weather today? How's the weather today? Oh, actually, we don't know what the weather is today because we can't see outside. Isn't that funny? Maybe I should just look around a bit first. Okay, let's do that. Well, I mean, look at this drawer over here as well. This filing cabinet seems like the kind of place you find a clue. I should take a closer look. But I don't think Kyoko would like some strangers touching her dad's stuff, and she's like, no, it's fine, check whatever you want. Are you sure? Okay then. I went through each drawer one by one, starting from the top. But all I found were piles and piles of unrelated documents. He was pretty dedicated to his job, huh? It's just because he didn't have anything else. You know, what a loser. Instead of being like a cool detective like me, he became like a principal of a school or something. What a loser. I don't know, I just feel like that's the vibe that she's given. He could have inherited a family business or legacy. Instead, he left it all behind. If he couldn't even handle a job like this, he would have been that much more of a failure. You know, this is an insult to the, educational institution. Teachers do a good job. At least most teachers do, I feel like. I don't know, in my experience anyway. I feel like when I was a student, back in school or whatever, any kind of school really, from elementary to like university, I always hear like students complaining about their teachers for the most part. But like I found most of my teachers fine, maybe a few were like kind of mean, I guess, which I didn't like, but otherwise, I found most of my teachers like good at their jobs, I don't know. Anyway. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it made him desperate. But I guess, you know, well, the headmaster's not really a teacher, I guess. Nah, actually, I don't know how it works. Do you become like a teacher and then you become the principal or something? I don't know. I think the way it works, at least in where I live anyway, principals kind of like rotate the principals, you know, so you don't stay one place very long. So I don't know what kind of career path you need to like be in to become a principal. But anyway, this picture, it's all faded and it must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of little Kyoko? She's so happy. Hey Kyoko, this is when, you know, you were able to smile before you became all depressed. I mean, what? Oh, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her. Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. This time, he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there even been a worse father? Kyoko. How dare he get killed? It's all his fault. Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? A favor? What is it? I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. And I know it only inconvenience you that much more, but... Could you leave? Huh? Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko. Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little. I need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped actually she's saying that. Maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you're going to say? If so, it's just a theory. It's just a theory. A game theory. Like, comment, subscribe. No, and this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. Also, you know, people always use theories wrong, I feel like. You know, theory, like, we always mix up, like, scientific theories and also just layman theories or whatever, and then they refer to, like, a scientific theory as, like, it's just a theory. Well, no, you're using a different definition of theory, but anyway. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right, I'm sorry. Once I got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Okay. As we leave Kyoko, as she gets very angry, she starts destroying everything. She's just karate chopping the desk and like smashing the bones, you know? She just hulks out. It's very angry, like an angry gamer. No, is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. You know, how did they do it? You know, how did they get into the secret room? You know, they guessed the password so easily. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster's dead. Even though we, again, thought that he was the mastermind. The one lady who speaks staff, the one who found us the plan besides Lenny was the host speaks master. Yeah. Everyone, you know, that's the red hair. I mean, there's a lot of red herrings in this game, I feel like, but that's one of them. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Which means the mastermind's true identity is... Now, okay, Monokuma changed their laughter. You know, it's like... Here's a hint. Game with 16 participants. Our 60 students. 15 of us met in the main hall. Or in the mail hall? Typo! I feel like it's the second typo I've seen in this game so far. I think. I don't remember the first typo, but I think I remember seeing a typo. But here's in the mail hall? It's not the mail hall, it's the main hall. 50 of us met in the main hall. Add Mukuro to the mix and you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Yep. Hey, remember those guys? They're all dead. That guy turned to butter, and she's got hit by a truck, and she committed suicide. Wow, isn't that despair-inducing? Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the ones still left alive are... me. This asshole. This other asshole. But less of an asshole, more incompetent, rather, actually. He's just incompetent. This crazy lady, you know, that has like a split personality where she turns into a serial killer. And I don't know, I mean, she's actually pretty nice, actually. Hina's actually one of the normal ones. And of course Kyoko, the hyper-competent detective that's slightly kudere, but is probably #1 on the waifu tier list for a lot of people. I imagine. There you go. Only those 6 people are still alive. Then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. It just has to be. As it turns out, it was Donut Girl this entire time, you know? The one person that we thought that wasn't, you know, that didn't particularly stand out, and that she was just fan service. As it turns out, she's super evil, and she was laughing this entire time as she eats the donuts filled with the blood of her friends. Num 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 num. I mean, there's probably tons of fan fiction, by the way, of like different things, like different alternate universes or whatever. What do you call them? AUs of Danganronpa, you know, where other things might have happened, which, you know, could have been a thing. I don't know. Again, I don't know the writing process of Danganronpa, but it does really feel, you know, that this story could end in so many different ways. You know, different people could have died, you know, and different victims, different killers. There could have been many ways this story could have went. And I feel like that was the initial idea of the prototype of Danganronpa, Distrust, you know? Where you would make those choices, you know, you would like the people you would have events with, you know, in the free time. In the prototype, you would actually, you know, that's the name of the game, right? Distrust. You would actually build trust with certain characters, and therefore, you know, instead of this do or die system where if the killer gets away, then everybody loses or whatever. I imagine in the prototype anyway. Also, I went the wrong way. I imagine in the prototype, it would be more like whoever gets voted out, you know, would simply get executed, and then the game would continue or whatever, you know, whether you get it right or wrong. So it'd be less about like solving the mystery, and more about choosing who you want to stay alive, you know, who you want to, and who you want to send to their deaths, I guess, or whatever. But then that would, like, you know, change things, and, you know, change the outcomes, and like the entire story would change. I mean, I think eventually it became like Zero Escape, right? It became, I guess, you know, VLR, Virtue's Last Reward, became kind of like that. It's similar, but the story is, you know, definitely completely different, however. And definitely the gameplay as well. I say it every time, but the Zero Escape series, the reason I don't play them personally is because it's very annoying. You know, it's like, I don't like the puzzles. The puzzles are just too hard for me. I don't like puzzles, like, especially like just full on just full on abstract puzzles, you know, like Professor Layton style. Where it's like, alright, now you need to use this gadget, and what does this equal to when you find this variable to, like, 2 times AB or whatever. It's like, no, hurts my head. I don't want to do Professor Layton style puzzles, you know? So where am I going? I actually got to check my to-do list. You know, what do I need to go exactly again? I guess I could fast travel, you know. Is it in my truth bullets, by the way? Yeah, places to check. So first, we already went to the headmaster's room in the second floor of the dormitory area. What else? We can also go back to the garden and dojo, so that's on the 5th floor. Okay, so the next one is the 4th floor. Okay, we need to check out the 4th floor. That's what we need to do. So we need to go up once again, and then go up again. 3rd floor has nothing as well, so we have to go up again anyway. Oh yeah, and I just remembered, we also have that e-handbook, so we have to return to the 2nd floor of the dormitories eventually. Let's do that later, I guess, because I'm already walking this way, I guess. Because I just remembered that we have the emergency e-handbook. We can use that for the lockers that we saw before. But for now, let's go back to the headmaster's room. Did we ever check this place out? I remember Sakura opening it up, and I guess Monokuma locked it up again, but we never actually went in here. So we're finally here. And this is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. Okay, what's up? Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class number 78, student registry. It contains profiles for all of us, and Mukuro. Apparently, class number 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyokyo's room... That's right. It also mentioned class number 78. This must be where Kyokyo got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers, there can be no doubt Mukuro was a student here at Pope's Peak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school, also known as the ultimate despair. Watch out for her. That must be how Kyokyo learned about it. But it seems that Kyokyo was in a hurry. What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Okay, okay. It's from the same binder, I guess. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. Oh. What? In other words, when it comes to his profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. Okay, interesting. Well, what kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? You can read, can't you? Do it yourself. It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to this jackass as I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background, an entity floats. Close, but just out of reach. Oh, there's Mukuro, by the way. Look at her face. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. You don't say? You know, this girl that, like, very young and got kidnapped into like a mercenary force, like one of the most dangerous mercenary forces in the world, but like survived and then became the ultimate soldier. Like, apparently, you know, she's not dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Or maybe she didn't do much. Maybe she just worked like on paperwork, you know? Just because you work in a mercenary company doesn't mean you actually have to be fighting people all the time. Maybe she was just a receptionist, or, you know, they needed someone to fill in that role for some reason, and also they needed a little girl that's underage also for some reason. They just did it for just because. I don't know. Anyway. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. With my gun. With my Glock 18. Pew pew pew. Mukuro was part of the ultimate despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was. What's wrong, Mukuro? I was gonna say, what's wrong, Mukuro? As it turns out, Makoto just looks in the mirror. He was Mukuro this entire time. No, what's wrong, Makoto? Huh? You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before. The girl who seems to be included as part of our class number 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. It even lists her vitals. 31, 22, and 32. That's her vitals? That's not her. I mean, is that saying actually? That's just her like 3 sizes. I don't know if that's vital, you know? When I think vitals, I think of like, I don't know, heart rate or something. Anyway. 5 foot 7 inches. Well, what do you think? Well, what do I think? Are you asking me like if she has a nice body? nice body. You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean? Wait, is he trying to say... There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right? That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Interesting. That's an interesting clue, actually. 5 feet 7 inches. You might have to remember that. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice for me to use, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice for me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh? The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch. But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind, thanks. Alright. Alright, Byakuya. Your hunches are usually correct. Well, that's not... I don't know. Your hunches have been wrong a few times, Byakuya, that's all I'm saying. You know, throughout the game. Alright, we can look at things. Okay, look at this. The bookshelf seems really well made. And so are files and thick books. Alright, that's it. A lot of papers on the ground, by the way. What's over here? There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. I gotta tidy it up. Oh, it's a katana again, by the way. There are trophies and even a shield and display case. I guess that's all there is to it. Class number 78, student registry. Apparently that's us. It has profiles on me and everyone I met in the beginning, and Mukuro. Just like us, Mukuro was apparently a new student here at Hope's Peak. Mukuro Ikusaba, part of the Ultimate Despair. Which means her and the Mastermind should have been allies. But then, why would the Mastermind kill her? Weren't they friends? Well, I don't know. Friends kill friends all the time, you know, as shown in Danganronpa, you know, in these past few days, I guess. I guess that's it. Can I talk to you again? Hey, Byakuya. I don't have time to waste on you. Go talk to somebody else. Okay. Goodbye. Alright, see ya. Let me look at the bullet real quick. There are 3 sizes, 31, 22, 32. I mean, I guess you gotta remember that. You know, apparently that's important. So you gotta remember the 3 sizes. I actually don't know, like, how does it work? It's like 31 is the chest area, right? 22 is the hips, and 32 is like, or I don't know, actually. Or like 22 is the waist, right? The 22 is the waist and 32 is the hip. Is that what it means? I don't know. I'm not really all that familiar. The only time that, you know, 3 sizes come up is like when anyone makes a joke about it, like an anime or whatever. I don't know. Otherwise, I feel like it's just kind of weird to just bring it up. I don't know. Unless you're like in a doctor setting, I guess. I don't know. What am I doing? Okay, so we've got the headmaster. Oh yeah, we need to go to the data room as well. The data room is... well, yeah, over here, yeah. Because we opened this before, but we can also go even further in, right? We didn't do that before. Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door. So I figured, if all the doors in the school have been unlocked, that one should be open too, right? Although I couldn't bring myself to open it. Because it might explode, right? That really sucks, so you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Maybe she really is the mastermind. She's getting you killed, Naegi. These are true intentions. Bunch of computers, look high performance. Yeah, okay, I think this is all the same, if I had to guess. Yeah, nothing new here, but just to double check. Okay, look at this real quick. Monitors. Watching us on these. Yeah, okay, well, time to just go in. Can I talk to you again? Thanks, Makoto! Okay. Alright, time to explode. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Hina raced over to the nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw out my way into it, but the door opened much easier than expected. Time to go in the Monokuma door. Yep. There's no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was, whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. I mean, every part of the school leaves a bad taste in my mouth, but this place is like a #1 gross. It's in a whole different league of creepy. Well, we can look at things. And look at this. There's some kind of hatch on the floor. But right now, I'm more concerned about that weird device. Alright, don't worry about it, I guess. What is this device? You know, it looks like I'm inside a Gundam. It looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top, though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Hifumi probably free Kavi saw it. Too bad he's dead. Remember that one time where he died? You know, in my arms. Cockpit. So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. And could that mean... Alright, let's start poking at it and whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. But hold on, you can't just... or whatever, something like this. But it was too late. Hino's already jabbing away at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hino, what did you push? I'm totally not sure, but... I think it was that one. The button that says Data Center. Data Center? I took a good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hino said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center, that's right next door. The room we were just in, that's where the strange noise came from. I probably better go check it out. Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. I'm gonna just look at this real quick. Some kind of hatch on the floor. Don't worry about it. Gotta check out the data center, though. Pushing the button here made a sound in the other room. I heard the strange noise from the room we just came from. Well, unless there's anything else to look at, nothing. Alright, we're just gonna leave this futuristic room. Did I just hear what I think I heard? There's Monokuma. Is that Monokuma? Hi, hello. Hey! Give me all your donuts! Is that you, Hina? What? Oh man, busted. How'd you know? Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know where you're controlling? Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here. I guess what I found, a self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it. Aw, man. Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. And... oh, okay. I mean, obviously, it controls Monokuma. This is where the mastermind was sitting all day, you know? Hey, Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? What were you controlling just now? It was Monokuma. Monokuma? What, for real? Yeah, but looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. You know, they've just been sitting here like a real gamer. This entire time. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words, they can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Alright, that's the answer to that question of why, you know, when Monokuma's running around, apparently we can do whatever we want. And he doesn't notice because they have to like go back and forth. Kyoko's theory was right. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true... here's a hint. The game began with 16 participants. The only people to take a single step in host peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. Then the mastermind Monokuma's puppeteer really is a 16th student? No, it can't be. There's no way, right? What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like the face you're making. Oh no, it's nothing. Okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh well, it's just... this is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something. I can't say it is impossible, but I really hope it's not true. So like, you want to leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you want to get going? Yeah. Can I look at it one more time though? Let's hurry up and get out of here. Can I look at this hatch one more time real quick? I want to open that hatch. Oh well, too bad. We're just gonna leave. Probably nothing in that hatch. It's just like filler objects in the room, you know? Click. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? The door! It just locked on its own! What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked, but why? Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted. Monokuma? Hey, no fair, you can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like. It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just upped and stopped moving. Then that room. As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So right now you're being operated by someone in that room? Correctamundo! What? That doesn't make any sense. We were just in there, we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? Well, yes, I did. Did you check it multiple times, but the game didn't let you to actually search it? Oh, yes, that's true. No way. The hatch on the floor? Too bad. Now's your one big chance, and you blow it. Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. It doesn't matter. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace! I mean, what we could have done, you know, if we knew Monokuma was in there, if only Kyoko was here, no, she would have surmised that Monokuma was maybe hiding in that room. We could have, like, you know, just sat on the hatch until they, you know, until they starved to death or something. I don't know, or at least we're forced to get out. But too bad. Oh well. He's gone, but was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think about back to when we got locked out in the control room, that proves it for sure. And when I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault. Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving. Okay, I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice. You got me all motivated again. Okay, I'm out. See you later. Hina took off at a full sprint. And I have to do what I can too. That's the only way forward. The only way forward, which is W. On the keyboard, you know, WASD. Press W to go forward, right? Alright, so we did the data center, we went to the headmaster's room. I think now we gotta search the 5th floor at this point, right? Chem lab, we already checked the chem lab, right? We need to check more of the areas in the 5th floor. Let's see here. We can check the dojo maybe? I don't know if the dojo has any more clues, but we might as well check. There's Toko. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were. What do you want? Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd find a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything, so not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have to have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back. Give back my precious time. Calm down, Toko. Don't tell me to calm down. You haven't had any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that, but he'll say that anyway about you, Toko. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. Alright. Well, the problem is that you keep pushing everyone away, Toko, with your persecution complex, don't you see? Yeah, that was just to frame Toko, I guess. Or not Toko, rather, Kyoko. Double check everything. Oh, let's get some coins. Yeah, even though it doesn't help me at this point, really. Yeah, nothing here, I guess. Look at the sakura trees. Yeah. Nice everything! Okay. Alright, well, I guess nothing here. I guess let's go to the garden. Is the body still here? I imagine the body's been moved, though, at this point, right? There's probably nothing here at this point. There's the explosion mark, I guess. Huh? It's gone. Mukuro's body. It's not here? It's simply not here, I guess. Sprinkler control panel. We can look at the chickens again. There's 4 chickens. And look at the shed. Maybe the body's in here. You know, maybe just someone decided to just move it in here. No? Oh, I didn't find anything close to a dead body. It's not in here either, then I have no idea where. But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. A tarp played a key role in another case, so I better look into it. Alright, let's do that. The killer used a tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says, Biolab? Then this originally came from the Biolab. No, we didn't notice that before, I guess. Yeah, look at this again, by the way. We haven't done much with this pickaxe, by the way. It's just a pickaxe. Strange. I guess nothing else. It's just a tarp. And some explosion marks left on the ground, but that's basically it. We can look at this killer plant again. Nope. That's all we're really gonna check out here. But where could a body could have gone? I better start looking for it. Let's not look at this again. Monokuma flower. It eats people, I guess. Anyway. Well, nothing else here, so I might as well check the lab in that case. The bio lab is over here, right? I think. Yeah, it says bio. Also says raw. Bio lab. It's very cold in here for a bio lab. It seems. Well, here I am in the bio lab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? Well, somebody turned up the AC very high up, I guess. Well, we can look around. Look at the screen. There are icicles hanging from the monitor. I'm surprised the surveillance camera can work with how cold it is here. Okay. Oh, we can look at this. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. They're so cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. Huh? Take a look at this. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side, there's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. I've seen something like this before. And that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Yes. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. Oh, there's some kind of booklet in here. Looks like an instruction manual? We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know the ultimate systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. Amazing! In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and the alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. Okay. This is the instruction manual for the fridge. Can I look at this again? No, there's just nothing here, I guess. Okay. Some kind of weird machine. Bunch of glowing blue lights. But only some of the lights are on. The ones on the left. The right-hand lights are off. Well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It was a makeshift morgue. Biolab secret. And about those lights by each slot. It looks like it's set up so when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Which will mean inside each slot lit up in blue, another one of the victims is... I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died. And that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. So how many, like I say, 1, 2, 3, 4... Well, I count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 2 is 16, so these are all 16, 16 spots for the 16 students. And I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. So 9 students have died so far. So these are all the bodies. I wonder how that works, because obviously Saika, I guess you put Saika in there. Leon. Mondo is just butter though, so I don't know how that works. It's just in a jar, you know? I guess Chihiro is in there too. Junko. Who else? I'm trying to think. Obviously, Ishimaru, right? Ishimaru got hit in the head. Yamada Hifumi got hit in the head as well, I guess. There's Celeste, you know, Celestia Ludenbug. She got a little burnt, but also run over by a fire truck. Her mango body's in there too. And Sakura, I guess. Sakura's body's probably a little hard to fit in, but anyway. But yeah, everyone else probably is either a little mangled or like injured or whatever, or like not injured because they're dead, but you know. But I imagine Mondo though, he's just butter, so like I don't know how that works. There's some kind of weird machine or something. Oh, I already read this. I want to check if Mukuro's in here actually, you know? Did Mukuro... Did she get put in here? 'Cause I think I counted all the bodies, right? So it seems like there's still one more, right? I don't know. Probably, maybe I miscounted. Anyway. Alright, I guess, is that it? I'm not sure. Can I look at the booklet again? Just real quick. Alright, the same thing. Look at the tarp again. I think that's it. I don't know if there's anything else to look at. I can look at this again. But it's the same... What did it say? So is everyone who's died. Does that mean since Mukuro's body disappeared in the garden, could it be in here? I need to check, but I have no idea how to open this thing. Yeah, we don't know how to open it though. That's the problem. I have no idea. So, I mean, I don't know if we want to, but can't really open it. So we have no time to check. The body could just be somewhere else. I don't know. Anyway, what else? Anything else to check? I think that's most of it. I think we need to go back to the second floor dorms. Maybe. Let's look. Let's see. Headmaster's room, biolab, the Monokuma door to the data center, and the second floor door. Also, garden and dojo. We did that already. So we simply need to maybe just teleport. Teleportation! Hey! Oh! Go! Magic of teleportation.